Hello, everyone. Um, I hope everyone wasn't too offended at my comments of me wanting full control over my Sims, but I'm a control freak when it comes to my Sims, so a little bit, but not bad. But this is Jess. I just finished making over the palace. This is what it looks like after it's completed. I changed the color of the roof because I thought the black and gold was just clashing, so I changed it to green and gray. And now it looks much better, like a patina on a copper roof. I'm gonna switch it to play mode now. Today is tour day, grand tour day, so we're going to um go on a grand tour of this palace, starting with a few surprises. So, some people here crossing the drawbridge to get in. I did some more changes. I enlarged the paddock. I added an actual gate here, and I moved the smithy over here and got rid of the grand staircase on the outside and just put a side one. So it saves space. And there's a rooftop garden here. And now there's 5 stalls instead of just 4. And I can finally buy a cow. That's one expensive cow. Ruth is her name. And I kind of want to buy some sheep. Kind of wish the sheep would appear on the lot where you have grass rather than having to place them, but that's just the thing. Okay. So over here, I think the sun might be rising pretty soon. I'm up pretty early. So, horse training, hire ranch hand, ranch animal info, many animal care, horse care. That didn't work. All ranch animal exchange. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we want to buy goats and we want to buy sheep. So I want to get a few of each. I can't exactly help us with gardening, but I just need one of each color so I can do some weaving with wool. So just maybe one of each. There's so many though. Of course, I will be very irritated when they start to get old and stuff. So, oh, hiccups. 6,500 for one of each. So let's go here. More choices. Place animal. Place animal. Place animal. I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm just preparing to figure out how to do the tour and what to look at next. I can't hear your request, so I cannot hear your request, so I'm gonna have to probably I could start with the top floor or I could start with the bottom floor, but I think I'll start with the jail that I finished. And here's Lord Ramos. He is aw babies. Cute little goat. White belt mini goat. I think I want to name him a funny name like Karate or something in honor of the SpongeBob pack. Not Goatzilla. They always use that name. Karate. Kar. Ka. Ra. Let me see. Karate. I'm being silly. Karate. Nope, that's not it. That's crate. It's hard to type in this position. Karate. And it's funny because goats, when they don't like somebody, they do beat somebody up. Okay. Okay, let's name Pink Mini Sheep. Berry Dash. Berry Dasher. Name. Okay. Snickers. Name Red Mini Sheep. Apple. Apples. Butternut is good, but I think sugar pie would be better. Name. Not blueberry. Chips. Cocoa chips. Okay, so we still have more to place here. Let's place another batch. I'm gonna have to fix that apple that's not generating very well. The reason why I keep gasping is because I'm hiccuping really bad. I need a drink, but my dog drank my water before I went to bed, and I didn't have any water all night. It's it's my fault for leaving the cup on the bed. Well, he's not doing anything. You're gonna get overheated if you don't hurry up. Okay. This one, name. This one, I think I'll name this one Steely. And this sheep, salt, and pepper. Name Moose. Jocko Moose. Pause, because I have to name all of you. Spinach. Goldie. Atlantis. Okay. Lily's good. Poppy seed. I don't know. I don't want to name that one that. Um, Ebony. Place. Place. Name. Bronley. In honor of Bronwyn. Bronley. It's another name that can either be feminine or masculine. Bronley can. And then name Orange. And I'm going to be obvious with this. Oops. Oranges. Howdy day. Day, not say. Okay, time for the tour. I'll let him take this horse. Hose. Horses really need attention, and I want to keep everything running smoothly. Okay, starting from the front of the build, we have the grand front entrance, the waterfall, the drawbridge, the I decided to switch to the in-game um archery range for targets here. Fountains, a pond pre-stocked with fish. Now let's talk about these unicorns. There's EXTA statues, and they're all over the place in here, so you need them. and they really add something to the front entrance here. You go in and we push tab. As you can see, with tab, I can look up and I can look at the different things in here. So, to change the shape of the windows, you need Felix Sander Sims, Gothic window and or door frames, or these decorative arches that come in the Felix Sander Sims, um, Gothic exterior or interior kit. I'm not sure which one it is. You need Schwarin, and those supports for the parapets. Those come from the Crystal Creations pack. They're the shelves. And since they came in white, I was able to put them underneath the parapets, and it looks like they're being supported. I'll get a better view in a minute. So hopefully we won't get any interruptions. I don't know. My Sims, I I could block block the things really. So we want to slightly exit. How do I go through the door? Okay, I'm gonna have to start with the jail. And we are down in the jail. Oh no, where am I? It's bad. Oh no, I'm in a cell. Oh, okay, so out of the cell, um, we have, I think, several cells down here. To get out, this room's empty over here. To get out, I think you have to go through one of these doors. We'll be doing this tour in pieces, I think. Oh, great. Start school break. It's not going to ask me that more than once, is it? Here's the staircase to get out. Here's the jail. It's pretty interesting. It's not much to it. I know there's still some Odette ceiling here. I didn't mean to do that. And for some reason, there's a door here and there. And I didn't mean to do that either. Okay, so those are my only two mistakes. But I did post this build, and I'm hoping people enjoy it once they get a hold of the CC in it. Um, these are the Lazy Nymph. I think these are the regular jail doors that come in game with Get to Work. I think they are. So there might not be any CC down here except for the ceilings and the chandeliers. So we are going to go up here. Here's the smithy. It's already got a sword rack. I will have him learn some things. I need to go out and, sorry about that. I need to go out and set curfew, 9 p.m. So that's pretty cool. That bulletin board, I think that came from, I don't know if it was Lonely Spell or what it was. But these dolls are really large. I'm looking for the mailbox. Oh, here it is. Actually, he should get the mail. Get mail. She's in her armor again, which means she's working out sometimes. Here is the grand front entrance, minus a few curtains. I decided not to put curtains up. Someone left a book on the floor. We'll start over here. Dining hall, Gothic dining hall. For some reason, there's a glitch that they're always taking the trash out the trash can and putting it on the floor there, and they won't throw it away. Okay. Next is this is the kitchens, of course. You've seen it. You know what CC is in here and what isn't. That's it. Angeli tile on the ceiling. I may get a notification pretty soon. Here's the butler's pantry. And this tour is probably going to take an hour. Latrines are in here, covered by rock somewhat. I have to fix that. And my gardener is not dressed in CC for some reason. So I'm going to Okay, so we need okay, so we can turn tab back on. Oops, sorry. I forget how sensitive the mouse is. This is the staff entrance. I have to go downstairs first before I do anything else. So, oops, in the pond. Sorry for making everyone dizzy. Okay, here we go. Yes, I thought I did the ceilings in here, and I don't know why they didn't show up. But this is the staff and inner workings level. All along the left here, you see staff rooms. There's a window well in the hall that lets in light, and we have in here kind of a medieval version of a Turkish bath house kind of situation. Massage tables and chairs, hot spring bath, a hot tub, place to relax. And it would look a lot better if the ceilings were finished. I thought I did them. And here's like a kiddie pool for children. If you want to see one of the staff rooms, they're basically all like this, except for the ones where married couples have double beds. And these are the peasant home life beds. There's stuff in here from Mengele, like the couch and the table is by Ye Medieval. Some of this stuff is in game. This is the bakery fireplace. And there's another bed over here, fairy dresser. So this sleeps 5 people. And I think there's a pretty impressive room over here, but I don't know who's in it. Is this the Franks apartment? I think might be the Franks apartment, but I don't know. But it's pretty large. Ah, the ceiling's done in here. Okay, good. There's a bathroom with the latrine situation. Shared bathroom. Separate alcoves for showers, because you kind of need them in The Sims. for certain problems. Here's the one of the larger rooms. It has a huge window from the window well, and you can kind of see up into the sky there. Here is the dojo, or the training room. This is also the armory. Has weapons, training dummies, armor, pretty much everything. A huge collection of swords, and places to put more swords, and more weapons, and more everything. There's treadmills by Engeli, um, weightlifting, boxing in here. So this is pretty nice. Keep your Sims in shape doing that. Here's the main hallway in the basement that's sequestered off for a reason. This door is always locked that I just passed by. And these black doors mean you're not supposed to go through them, and there's a reason why. Because this is the treasury room. This is where jewelry is made and where fun is to be had because there's gold everywhere. But these gold bars, and they make the royal jewelry here. There's a large emerald sitting on the table. There's gold and gemstones everywhere. I don't know why someone came in here and lit the fireplace. That's weird. There's money fruit and gold frogs, golden treats, and all these gemstones and massive collection, space rocks, and if you sold all this, you'd double your money easily. This is for when there's an emergency payment that needs to be made. Sell a few of these gold bars and you pretty much got it covered. So okay, so the other door that's protected behind that locked one is this black door. This is the nectary and brewery area for mead and for nectar. So yeah, pretty much is what it is. Has a lot of storage in here. A lot of places to store barrels. I haven't done any brewing yet, and I need to. And it takes forever to get out of here. I have to go back to the staircase. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole base level of the castle. The jail is separate entrance away from the treasury room because that made sense. And everyone's rooms are down here where they're separate from the jail, so they're safer. So just a minute, I'm going to pan up. And I go outside again because I don't want to surprise anybody. And we're going back into the front entrance. Probably cute sheep. It's funny, there's grass growing up here on the black stone. Hey, that could happen, that could really happen. There's some dirt that could collect in between the black stones and it would grow some grass. Okay, so on into the main area. I thought about changing the throne room, but I decided not to. I decided it was perfect the way it was. I was hoping to change the thrones, but I just can't find the right kind of throne to change it to. So in here is the ballroom. So I had to keep it the same size. You've all seen the throne room, but let me show you what's new over here. I completely changed the floor plan and added on this huge reception room with Gothic windows, Gothic chairs, and a Gothic fireplace. Lots of light coming in from above. Beautiful view outside. And these Gothic chairs are by Severinka. And the rest of the furniture in here is by Engeli, but some of the lights, the candelabras that are not in game, those are by Z and someone else, Z and Immortel, I think. And the walls are by Engeli, so all these ladies are tapestry paintings or weavings on the walls. And here is the solar. Someone's enjoying staring at the deer head. Golden solar. And you come out this door and you face this lion and the two of them and this unicorn, which is pretty cool. These lion-faced fountains. And over here, I wonder if the door's over here. Yes, it is. Hidden door leads you to the Monarch's library. It's a library done with Secrets bookcase, or I forget what it's called. It's a TSM bookcase or something. Black fireplace. It's kind of dark and moody in here. It's kind of glitching because of what's down below it. Alexander Sims decorations. Persian carpet put in here. I decided on red and gold because it went better with the dark theme. Somehow the light green and yellow just doesn't go. Okay, here's a surprise for you. This is actually a door. See? And here's the secret passage back into the palace. And it's just quicker, easier passage. We're gonna go to the main staircase. Thank you, young lady, for opening the doors for me. I'm letting my Sims do whatever they want right now. I'm not worried at all. Okay. First room on the right. This is either a guest suite or it could be for a guard, probably to sleep here. Maybe a male guard. I use the Sims 4 bed, rich bed. Um, they'd have a pretty snazzy suite if they decided to have somebody in here. This really neat Sims 4 chair. It goes really well with the alchemy desk, the Severinga alchemy desk, and all the knickknacks I put on here. The bird statue is by Gabriella Sims or something like that. Her stuff is in Spanish, and I really love those statues, so I had to have them. And there's several different ones. Then there's the alchemy stuff, and I could see that the wine glass is set inside um the mortar and pestle, and that's my mistake. I'm sorry. But we have the bath by Sims 4, and we have the Civilette wash basin, and we have the Ingeli, or no, that's not Ingeli. That's the Mirai M toilet from the Mirai M bathroom set. Quite a mix. These are Ingeli royal blue curtains with eagles on them. And you can see how magnificent this room looks. Okay. Okay, it's kind of shadowy up here, which is cool. We face this cabinet when we come out this door. And this is what the British might call the first floor of the palace. This is one of the main areas where there are guest suites and royal apartments. And I'm pretty sure the casting room might be through here. So casting room might be this door. Yep, it is. So this is the casting room and the healer's room. There's already potions stocked in here, good ones, and scrolls about medicine and a wizard's desk. So they're supposed to have, they don't really need to have a court wizard because both of them are magic. What the story is that the queen's a special kind of channeler. As soon as and through an intimate action, she can pass along her gift of being a spellcaster to her husband as soon as they spend the night together, and that's how she is able to turn her husband into a channeler. So all her life she had to avoid men and had to be overprotected and couldn't fall in love and couldn't date because if anything happened, she'd give her gift to somebody and they get really powerful powers and they could turn bad. So it was a risk and it was really sad for her because she couldn't enjoy a normal teenage life. So she unexpectedly had to travel because of um, her father disappearing, her coronation, and a political situation that was bad. So what happened was a treaty failed in assigning because the a duke's son and a princess was kidnapped in her own palace, and several of the priests and priestesses were killed. So they had to go ahead and split up the meaning and to try again later, but she needed help from a wise man that was on the continent. And he just happened to know Prince Keldar. So she fell in love with him immediately, but he fell first. She was innocent and sweet and so unlike anything he'd ever encountered before. So that's my story about how they fell in love. And here's another latrine. This is the first guest suite. This is the red, gold, and blue guest suite. Has its private office area with books. It has a living room and it has a harp for soothing someone while they're sleeping. Has an easel, artwork. I might just lower that artwork and center it over the dresser. It looks a little bit funny being up high there. This is the This is the really lavish bathroom with marble floors, paneling, gold mirrors, and gilded wash basins. There's a lot of times the toddlers were coming in here, so I had to put toddler potties in here. And in here, there's a closet with storage. Now, at the end of this hallway, we're going to travel to the orangery. As you can see, the lower courtyard's down below, and this hallway is kind of shadowy all the time. You can see out into the rest of the estate this way, or the land that way, you know. And here's the orangery. The gnomes have taken over. That's hilarious. There's lights everywhere, vines everywhere, mangoes and apples everywhere. Just a mango tree. Raisin Lotus CC. Oh, shoot. I got a pop up. I don't know how to disable these. Okay, what do I do to go down? Okay, so back to where I was. Was this right? Yeah, this is it. So there's magical plants in here, of course, because this is a magical legacy. So there's Mandrake, there's Valerian, there's everything pretty much. So we want to go upstairs, so we're just gonna not another one. Okay, I have to see if I can disable pop-ups. Gameplay. I don't think there's any things to do. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Okay. I know I'm making everyone kind of sick. But I wanted to go upstairs anyways. This is the second level of the conservatory. It's 4 levels in total. Mostly here we have flowers and everything. Special trees that glow with magic and um, lots of fun things. There's a battlement wall or a top of a wall there. You can get back into the palace that way. And I don't want to though, because I want to go up one more level to looking at everything. And then we'll go out into the main playground garden area. I was saying that I use Brazen Lotus CC plants. So up here we have some grapes growing, and not all of it's planted yet. If you downloaded this build, you could change some things, whatever you want. Have fun. So we have some freshly watered plants out here, obviously. So there's place to sit. I think these are apple trees or lemon trees. Apple trees and lemon trees. I always say that. Let me see, what was that message? Well, yeah, Ivor was not her match, so that makes sense. And I aged her down, so that would be weird. Over here is the end of the garden where the waterfall starts, and you can look at the waterfall from up here. Overlook all the front entrance. So imagine guards who could be posted here and looking at down at the drawbridge. There's a statue here by ZXTA or something, or Sursley. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think it's ZXTA, that fish statue. And it looks like that bird bath got struck by lightning. Hold on. See if I can click on it. It's not letting me. Okay, now that we're at the next level of the palace, the children seem to do nothing but be rambunctious scamps and play all the time, and they never want to go to bed or eat. Can't decide which direction to go. I'll go this way. Guess I'm going back the way I came, aren't I? Well, that's interesting. I really wish I knew how to stop pop-ups. If someone has a way of doing that, could you please tell me? Okay, here's the real treat. The Monarch Tower. Yes, there's yoga mats out here. Okay, here's the Monarch Suite. Looks like someone is asleep. Is asleep in here? Oh man. I'm gonna have to get somebody to clean this room up. Clean house. Sweet to perfection. Juliana really can't do anything. Both Juliana and Viscountess Tracy Ramos, they are pregnant, very pregnant. So, I have to put the walls completely up again, and I have to push tab and go back down. Oops, that's a little too far down. Over here, I think this is a closet. Here's the bathroom. I do want them to get cats in the house, because that would be awesome. In the castle, I mean. So, the wallpaper didn't switch over. Well, I guess it kind of looks cool, but it doesn't match totally. Okay. Up here, as you have seen, is the nursery. Go back downstairs through the other way. And these pop-ups are driving me nuts. I may just have to pause. So we're gonna pause. It's just cool seeing the flames move, you know, and seeing the water move. Okay, this is a what's called a Volusia or a porch. And as you can see, you get magnificent views from here. Here's the hallway with the huge windows, and it's really gorgeous and well lit because the windows placement, placing the windows where the sun rises is always helpful. Okay, so which door to go through first? Let's go through this door. This is the birthing chamber's waiting room. The men would wait in here for royal births. As you can see, it's red. They thought red was a pretty healthy color for a birthing mother back then. I wonder why there's two of these. Yeah, there's this door that's outside that leads all the way around and back through here and back out. So we tuck into this hallway, and you see how the tile changes to being less formal. That used to be where the staff quarters was, but now it's something else. So I have to change the tile eventually, but I decide not to. This is one of the prince's rooms. Can't remember his name. Um, his room's yellow and red. He has really great view here. Oops, there's a section of wall that's not done. Well, I can't demand perfection from me because I'm not perfect. So here's his bathroom. What's this? I think this is his closet dressing room area. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. I probably need to go back in there and give you a second look. So, for some reason, it won't give me a person height view on the upper levels of a castle. It never does that. So let's go through here. Ooh, that's why this war was like that. This is a battlement area. And what's it through here? This is the Crown Princess's suite or the Princess Royal's room. This would be Lysandria's suite. It's very large. She is the only daughter, so she gets spoiled rotten. But now that the queen is pregnant again, she might actually have another girl, so I'm excited. I hope it's not a boy. I'm gonna change it if it is. And then we'll have a boy that is a girl that used to be a boy. So that can happen in The Sims. Um what's through here? Oh, the bathroom. Large, luxurious bathroom. So I did have curtains, but they keep glitching, so I didn't put them there. It made the suite too dark. There's a balcony here overlooking the horse paddock and the gardens. Then we want to go through here, and it goes back into her brother's suite. I think that's pretty cool. So, and here's where the staff quarters used to be. I moved all the doors out. Another balcony. Let me see. Aha, this is Lord Ramos's, Viscount Lord Ramos's room. I didn't upgrade his bed because the cats and dogs bed is already really high level. It just needed to be dressed up. So plain white sheets, but dressed it up with a carpet and a canopy and added a few things. It's gorgeous in here. I don't know what that is though. Here we go. And this, I had to go back down the stairs because I missed something. This would be the Queen's office. As you can see, there's weaving and crafting supplies in here, writing material, a shelf with medicine making and manuscripts and things like that. Things that a noble lady would have or a royal lady would have. The lineage chart is in here, and bookshelves are in here, and pretty much everything. And I'm starving, so I may have to pause this and do something else, like eat, for instance. Here's the upstairs latrines. We'll go in through here. And they really loved going in this room. I wouldn't be surprised if this would be a daughter's room someday. Does have a harp and sewing stuff in here. Iron chandelier. I believe this is a balcony. Nice view. That's King Keldar. I imagined a new look for Prince Keldar to actually look a little different, you know? Like this. He just looks, like a guy, handsome, but just kind of normal and handsome. And dark hair, dark eyes. So there's more rooms through here. These are main doors leading out to different places. This leads out to a balcony overlooking the Swan Lake, the Lake of Swans. And there's a place to eat out here. I could make it a place to play cards. I'm not really sure. Then there's an entrance over here into one of the prince's rooms. This one's more complete. I don't think there's any mistakes in here. I'm spotting mistakes as I do this, so maybe I can fix them and re-upload this and overwrite the file. But I think this is the heir's room, or firstborn's room. That's why it's so large. Bathroom. And I love this paneling that came with the life and death packet. It has such drama. There's expensive marble transitioning from the tile here. I don't know where. I'm almost lost. What's over here? Aha. Yes, this room. With the curtains I need to fix. Yikes. They're sunken into the floor. That's a trunk by Severinka. It looks like it stores a lot of belongings, doesn't it? So this bed is by Severinka. Those are the Mirai M nightstands, I think. And that's Mod The Sims lights, in-game lights, Gothic Ingeli desk and chair, Severinka dressers, and Gothic Ingeli medieval love seat. And in the royal colors for this household is green and yellow, but they do love red. Their main colors are green, yellow, and purple, but they use red as a ceremonial color. So things like verse and protection. So that's what they believe. So in here we have a bathtub by Sims 4. It's a large bathroom, larger than the other ones. Someone very spoiled to get this room, for sure. I have to fix that. But there's all sorts of secrets hidden in this castle. There's always a room around the corner, you know? A room and a rumor around every corner. That sounds awesome. Here's him hanging out in the spare room. There's that room. Now we always already went in here. We checked in here, right? Yep. So I think this pretty much covers this main floor where the heir sleeps and where there is a couple important guest rooms. I'm going to use the back staircase. Already went back there. Already went in here. Are we ready for anything else? I mean, where do you want to go look? Where do you want to explore? Just tell me. Well, okay. Main staircase and up a top level. And up here we have, whoa. Up here we have family portrait. It's fuzzy. I think it's because the cameras on the phones for the Sims phones are not good. So, this is what they all look like. There's Lysandria on the left. Freldar and Kian are the blondes. Keldar and Reldon are the ones that are black of head. It kind of split the difference and made pretty much almost half her children have black hair. I didn't really want to do that. I kind of let that happen, but I did change one of the triplets to having blonde hair because I wanted him to have blonde hair. But I know that's kind of cheaty, but oh well. But basically, technically, she should have only have two children with blonde hair. And that's Queen Jessica in the blue gown, Prince King Keldar in his red robes, and the heirs, of course, in purple. And the youngest son, I don't know if that's the third born or the youngest that's in green. Green's also a royal color, so the crown princess or the princess royal, she's in green. So we want to go around here, around this railing, and get a good vantage point of this office space. It's a very large office. I didn't know what to put here, so I just used the things that came in game with the window seats. And those are the Gothic curtains from the Gothic set. Old Town Build Walls by Angeli. And a bunch of other things. That's the old table that comes with the old table medieval set, or old table, really old antique table, I guess it's called. I don't remember where to find it. I think you can find it if you search under CurseForge and search for old furniture or antique furniture or medieval furniture, you should be able to find it. But I think you can get it on TSR as well. But anyways, this is the deal here. And there's a balcony here, which overlooks the entry hall. And I don't think there's a bathroom in this whole. But notice curiously how the doors look unimportant up here, and they're sealed off and there's guards everywhere. So that's something to consider. So I'm going to go through this door. This is the private royal family's family room. It's got a lot of activities in here. They can spend time with each other and the kids and have fun. There's a back hallway entrance for back escapes. In the back hallway, we have Lady Lilac's room, and this would be the room for the female guards and for the nannies. They have their own ensuite bathroom, pink couches, and it's pink, blue, and white in here. Very pretty. Oh, I forgot to show you their bathroom. Lavender walls with gold, courtesy of Angeli, and green carpet, so it's fitting in with the royal color theme, and it matches the white ceiling. There's windows. Now those windows, I don't know if they're to the outside necessarily, but they allow some light from other windows to get through into here because it's an interior room. And then there's access to this tower. This is the portrait room. There's Queen Jessica and the family again. Portrait of dogs and cats. And they were doing some pretty cool paintings. So this is the painting and art rec room. And there's books for reading in here too, and place to serve a meal on that table. That's where that door led. And so we're going to go back into the main area here. We're going to go through this door. This is the blue suite, and this is for the youngest boy. So this blue suite is normally given to the youngest son, and he gets to stay pretty close to his parents most of the time. His room's all blue, purple, and orange. And it's a turret room, so it's a big rotunda room with a bunch of arrow slit windows that are filled in with stained glass or beveled glass, white ceiling, big chandelier, and of course this gorgeous little Gothic fireplace. And a big Gothic fireplace in here. There's a place to eat over there. And blue and white bathroom. Gray. We've already seen the Monarch Suite, so I'm probably going to probably have to show the grounds or something or other. I don't know if I'm missing any rooms, but there should have been 12 suites. Oops, that was a mistake. Is there a door there? That's better. Okay. Live mode. Waiting for it to catch up. Okay, well, that was the palace. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I will go out and see the grounds again. I think that'd be a good idea. Can't seem to position myself right over this. Oops. Here's this room. This door leads to that. Okay, here we go. We've made it back out. Here's someone taking care of the chickens. And yeah, that'll be my video. I have some things to do now that I'm in game. I might make another video posting what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find the mistakes in the palace. I've already found a few, but I know it's not perfect yet. Um, here's Snuggles. Hi, Snugglewing. Wonder if her foal is in here with her. I don't see him. I mean her. I don't see her. Oh, goat fell asleep on the bridge right in the path. So with that, I'm gonna I'm gonna say goodbye for a minute, and I will like you to like and subscribe. Yeah. So that's just it. So I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna save and exit. I gotta work on everyone's relationships now. I have to do it off camera. It's so much easier to do it off camera. Ugh. Man, I am starving and it's daylight now. Yep, it's the sun's all the way up. Took that long to do the tour. And I got the hiccups. I need to do. Well, it needs to hurry up and save, is what it needs to do. I hate these never ending saving screens. takes forever to close this.